Welcome in, everybody. It's Main Street Today time. Last night, the ACM Awards, everyone, the consensus is it was the best country music award show in a very getting the most press and the most response is the gospel section done by the beautiful Carrie Underwood and CeCe Winans. It literally brought the house down. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Give me a comment and let me know. Wherever you're watching this on Main Street Today is where we are every day, every weekday, 11 a.m. to 11:30. And we are so glad when you click like and when you share us, tag us with some other folks. And if you'd like to have a story about your business or you or your music or your books, just with a little note to something very cool. In case you love the old radio dramas and you have not discovered podcasts yet, you're going to want to blend those two together because some very, very incredible songwriters have gotten together along with some wonderful writers, screenwriters, and they've created pod plays. It's a really neat podcast, and it's like theater, audiobook, and television, movie, all in one. There's a brand new app that you're going to want to get. It's presented by some fantastic songwriters and some fantastic business folks and some fantastic entertainment people. It is called Pod Plays. Family-friendly audio dramas delivered in a podcasting format. It's like listening to a movie with the added bonus of discovering new and original songs written and recorded by Nashville's top hit songwriters and artists. You can turn it on, you can turn it up, and you don't even have to worry if the kids want to listen in because it's all family-friendly. Now be sure to tell everybody about the great stories and the epic songs that you will find on Pod Plays, available for Android phones or for iPhones at the Google Play Store or, of course, your iTunes Store. That is Pod Plays. You can get your copy right now. It was created by songwriter Leslie Satcher and her husband David Allen and a group of incredible songwriters. You will love the stories. You will love the songs. Did you notice a lot more blue lights than normal this weekend? Well, it's part of a new initiative. Just so you know what's going on, speeding has become an inherent problem in Tennessee, and it's caused so many fatalities and around the country, as a matter of fact. And it's really affecting our younger population of drivers. So Tennessee has created a new initiative to try to quell that constant speeding, especially from our younger folks. Give a listen. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office is launching a new speeding prevention. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office is launching a new speeding prevention campaign called Slow Down Tennessee. It's in partnership with the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security, the Tennessee Highway Patrol, and some other groups. Slow Down Tennessee will be enforced from April 16th through the 30th. Participating agencies will increase public education, awareness, and they'll also be increasing enforcement to reduce speeding-related crashes, injuries, and fatalities statewide. Slow Down Tennessee is due to the spike in reckless driving occurring since the pandemic. Did you know that nearly 23,000 speeding-related crashes happened in Tennessee from 2017 to 2019? 36% of those crashes involved drivers between the ages of 18 and 24. It seems that young adults and teenagers are engaging in risky behavior as well as older adults. During the pandemic, a lot of those teenagers felt speeding wouldn't harm them since the roadways were clear. Now, with Tennessee cities and towns opening back up, that risky behavior is causing teenagers to get in more fatal speeding crashes. That's why SAD, Students Against Destructive Decisions, is excited to help educate and promote to young drivers that they need to follow the marked speed limits and slow down. The Slow Down Tennessee campaign includes a multi-pronged approach. 1. The public is encouraged to participate by using hashtag #SlowDownTennessee on social media to spread awareness. 2. Law enforcement agencies statewide will increase saturation patrols, conduct high visibility enforcement, and utilize any tactics they can to curb speeding drivers. outdoor signage will display Slow Down Tennessee to visually remind all drivers to slow down. There are large banners, digital message boards on highways all around Tennessee. Speeding is a high-risk behavior that threatens the safety of all roadway users, according to the Commissioner of TDOT. Now, when you speed, you risk losing control of your vehicle, crashing into other vehicles, and causing property damage. If you'd like more information, go to tntrafficsafety.org/slow.
Meet Stu. Stu's a fast mover and a slow thinker. He puts the pedal to the metal and everyone around him at risk. Stu also never uses his brain to remember to buckle up. So the first thing that goes through his head might be his windshield. Don't step on it like Stu. Slow down, Tennessee.
The Big Payback from the Community Foundation in Nashville on May 5th, starting at 6 p.m. The Big Payback is the largest giving day for our community. Now, so far, over 1,000 nonprofits have signed up. If you've got a favorite group, make sure they're part of the Big Payback. Share all the giving opportunities your charity or charities are doing. The best part of the Big Payback is everyone who participates benefits. Get all the information at www.thebigpayback.org. The Big Payback will include wildlife rehabilitation services from Ziggy's Tree in Tullahoma, Tennessee. They specialize in neonate songbirds, small mammals, and injured turtles with the single goal of returning them to the wild, healthy. Ziggy's Tree admits over 900 wild animals every year. They hold permits through the TWRA and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services. Ziggy's Tree in Tullahoma and part of the Big Payback, May 5th at 6 o'clock. Let's help them keep their very special services going. Ziggy's Tree can be found on Facebook.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. You know, exactly. Yep. There they go. Huh? Okay.
Huh?
Yep. Ta-da. Good luck, guys. Cute.
Good luck, guys. It just sums it up, right? They do such amazing work. And the thing about the Big Payback is it talks to and helps little tiny organizations to great big organizations. And I'm sure that if you go to thebigpayback.org, you can go to the list of the nonprofits involved and you'll find something. And even if you just pick 10 and say, I'm going to give $10 to each one of them, they have ways to increase what you're giving to make it really help these organizations. Not our area. Well, let's go to Hendersonville right now. There is a family that has long been part of Hendersonville, and that is the Golden family. William Lee Golden and his sons have put together a wonderful project. William Lee has a new biography that Scott England has put together, and that's going to be fabulous. That is coming out, as well as a new family project from the Golden. Every generation of Goldens is going to be represented. It's going to be a fabulous project. That is coming soon. Also coming this Saturday at Backstage Nashville. It's going to be a wonderful group of people, including this young lady, Ava Page. And if you don't know her story, She is still in treatment for cancer, and she has never looked back, never let it stop her. With hair, without hair, this beautiful young lady is one of the most incredible songwriters I've ever heard. And here she is now. She'll be on stage this weekend, Saturday at 3rd and Lindsley. It's a 12:30 p.m. show, a matinee show. So come have a brunch. Come enjoy some great songwriters, including Ava Page.
But we were all talking about, just the state of the world right now, and sort of thought, this world could use a little bit more kindness. So we wrote this song about that, and it's called Kinder Kind. Hope y'all enjoy. When I look all around at all the different kind of hearts that can be found, some are scarred, cold and hard, some are badly bruised and broken all apart. My heart is heavy, and Lord knows it's ready for more. So I'll keep on searching till I find the kind of heart I'm looking for. The kind that tells the truth but leads with love, doesn't hate or hold a grudge, gives the gentle grace I'm trying to find. The kind that's tender even when it's strong, forgiving even when you're wrong. That's the kind of heart I want for mine. The kinder kind. We all want peace for ourselves, while we're mad as hell at everybody else. So we get tough, all armored up. Oh, but hate and hate is not the same as love. Oh, my heart is heavy, and Lord knows it's ready for more. So I'm asking him to change mine into the kind of heart I'm looking for. The kind that tells the truth but leads with love, doesn't hate or hold a grudge, gives the gentle grace I'm trying to find. The kind that's tender even when it's strong, forgiving even when you're wrong. That's the kind of heart I want for mine. The kind that shines the light we need, lifts us up, sets us free, gives the gentle grace we're trying to find. The kind that's tender even when it's strong, forgiving even when you're wrong. That's the kind of heart that God designed. The kinder kind.
She will be on stage. Do not miss a chance to see Ava Page live. She will be there with BackstageNashville.net is where you get the tickets. There's some tickets left. I've been following this story of Buddy Hyatt, an incredible producer and musician in town. He's produced all sorts of projects for people that you know and you recognize. And when you make your living with your voice and your musicianship, it's really, it's tough anytime anyone gets a cancer diagnosis. But when Buddy got it, the diagnosis of throat cancer, it hit not only him, but kind of riveted through the community. And it sparked someone who was also something to help him out. Kelly Lang and T.G. Shepard.
Hi, T.G. Shepard here.
And Kelly Lang.
We have a dear friend who is in such trouble. He has been diagnosed with throat cancer. Our dear friend is Buddy Hyatt, who we have sat beside so many times in the studio and recorded our music, along with people that he's worked with, like the Bellamys and Johnny Lee, so many people. He's in trouble, and we want to help him with a GoFundMe account.
You know, years ago, I went through breast cancer myself, and one of the major things that I was most concerned about, on top of my health issues, was how I was going to pay my bills. And I don't want him to deal with that kind of stress. And I was very, very appreciative of people that did step up and help, and I want to be that person and pay that forward. Anybody out there that knows what cancer does and the treatments they go through, they know it's very, very expensive. And I just am challenging you and asking you to please help us help Buddy by offsetting this big financial cost that's going to go through.
He's going through treatment now. So if you'll take a moment to go to the GoFundMe accounts that Kelly has put together, we would deeply appreciate it, and give whatever you can to help Buddy in any way you can. We're praying for a complete healing. If you can't give money, at least say a prayer for our friend Buddy Hyde.
And we thank you ahead of time.
And everyone has been praying. And I loved how Buddy said, he goes, you know, I thought cancer and the treatment and coming down here to get this alternative treatment was about me. And he said, I found myself so called to go room to room and pray with and talk with people who are far worse than I am. Now Buddy Hyatt and Bob Hatter, who is also with throat cancer, another wonderful music player in our town. Our prayers out to all those who are fighting the fight, and there is hope. And when you share your stories like this, you realize how great it is. And where can you find great stories all the time? Well, guess what? Main Street Nashville is up and live and running, and we hope that you have your subscription. If you don't, here's how you can get it. Main Street Nashville is live. With the Main Street Nashville e-edition, you can read online in its true printed format from anywhere in the world, all packaged in an easy-to-use digital format that puts you back in control. Main Street Nashville is a simple, new way to interact with and consume news. Access the full e-edition of Main Street Nashville on your computer, your tablet, or your smartphone, and you can read whenever and wherever you want. Subscribe by visiting mainstreetnash.com and clicking the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Sometimes you just hear those voices. Justin Hardin, who was a guest a few weeks ago on our show, is exactly one of those people.
You don't have to be a beauty queen to impress me. Baby, you ain't gotta curl your hair, paint your nails, or anything in between. What's hidden on the inside is what matters most to me. The things I really love about you are the things you'll never see. You're the things you'll never see are what matter most to me.
Well, Justin Hardin, you can find out his music. Just take a deep dive. You will love everything. He got started as just doing social media YouTube posts as a kid in his room in Georgia. And it just kind of took off from there. I got to meet he and his father when they came to visit me, when he had been following his career. Just incredible. I tell you, did anybody else grow up fishing like I did? And one of the things that my dad and I would do was we would watch Bill dance on Sunday afternoons because we didn't fish on Sunday. And so anyway, I wanted to play this little clip. Luke Bryan, we've been missing him on American Idol. He's getting through COVID. But I just had this little clip. He has a little clip of a song that he wrote in tribute to Bill Dance.
Bill Dance, fishing for a living, Saturday morning on television. A Georgia boy learning how to hook big bass from a largemouth legend in a Tennessee hat. Taught me how to time them, taught me how to take them off, taught me how to catch them when they said they couldn't be caught. Nobody ever had to worry about me.
ever wanted to be was Bill Dance. I just thought that was so cute. Luke, we wish you the very best, and just hopefully you are getting through this COVID fight. Also to Philip Sweet. He was missing last night on the ACM Awards, also home with COVID, but Little Big Town did a great job live from the streets of Broadway, downtown Nashville. Well, we want to introduce you to a young lady right now who's in our waiting room. Her name is Laura Cheadle. How are you, Laura?
Hi, how are you? I'm doing great.
You know, life is good.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about you. Where are you from?
I am from New Jersey, right outside of Philadelphia. So I'm a Philly girl, Jersey girl, but I do love Nashville so much. I'm very excited to be here.
Tell if someone were to describe your music, what would they call it?
I would call it R&B funk. So I with a little pop twist. I bring that Philly soul in every song I sing.
Well, I absolutely love it. Tell us about this new song that we're about to hear.
Everybody Say, yes. Everybody Say was birthed in the quarantine. I wanted to do something as a musician and make people happy, and it has been such an amazing experience after releasing it. The video along with it is full of joy. So instead of sitting around and complaining, I just wanted to make some happy music.
Well, it's important. We always say that it's not just Music City. It's not country music. It's all music. And
Absolutely.
So we like to share everything on this show. Can I play your video?
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
Okay, I know what I'm going to be singing all day now.
Yes.
What a fun song.
Mission accomplished. I wanted people to just laugh and smile no matter what genre they're into. That was my goal of this.
That song just sounds like the open of a great TV show, too. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I like that idea. There we go. See? Getting some ideas here.
What makes Laura Cheadle happy?
Making music. I mean, simply put, I grew up in music. My father is a legendary Philly musician. My whole band is a family. So honestly, just playing music, that's what makes me happy.
How old were you the first time you stepped on a stage?
4 years old, actually. My dad, he's a big producer in Philly. Played with Teddy Pendergrass, Grover Washington Jr., Boys to Men, everyone you can imagine. So I grew up with like famous people in my basement. It didn't even faze me at the time. But yeah, I was 4, and it's not like he forced me. I just started running with it.
Beautiful. When you sing and connect with your audience, what does that do inside you?
I just feel such just extreme contagious joy. I actually played my first live show last weekend. It was like I was just let out of the cage. People were singing with me. I sang for 90 minutes, which I haven't done in a year, and nobody was on their phone at all because I was just in their face having fun playing.
A lot of people have reported, especially musicians, that they took up a new hobby during quarantine. Did you learn how to do something, or did you take up a hobby?
Yeah, I'm actually in my home studio right now. I learned how to record myself because my dad has a studio, so I've been very fortunate. So all night, actually, tonight, I've been recording in here. I set up everything. For me, it's a big deal. I'm not very technical, but I did that. I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you, too. That's amazing. I was talking to a group of Nashville songwriters and banana bread.
Oh, I love banana bread.
See, that was their thing, and now that's their little business now is to make banana bread and sell it to their friends.
Cool. They should make that a song too, a little theme song with it.
Could be. Oh,
banana bread.
Girl can sing. Now, how did you study voice?
I grew up on the road. I went on the road with my dad. We have been touring since I was a teenager. I mean, I learned from amazing singers, throughout the years that my dad worked with. So I just grew up on the road. That's what I always tell people.
Laura, where can we find out more about you, and where can we see you on the road coming up?
I actually have a big tour coming up in the fall, but lauracheadle.com, Instagram at Laura Cheadle Music, anywhere, Facebook, just type in Laura Cheadle.
A lot of artists find it really difficult to do social media posts. Is that something that affects you?
No, I am the queen of social media. I love social media. I haven't gotten to TikTok yet, but I love Instagram. I love social media. It's a lot of fun.
It's either one or the other.
Yep.
People hate it, love it.
People just like when you genuinely connect with them. So I like telling stories, and I do hippie thought of the day on my Instagram. So just happy things.
What is the thing that gets the most response from your audience that you post?
I would say when I'm being very personal. So I've been telling personal stories the whole quarantine, and it's not when you're, people want to connect with you and not say, hey, listen to this track. They want to know that you're a real person behind the screen.
A lot of parents don't want their kids to follow in their musical footsteps, and this is what I want to do. What did he do?
Oh man, once I picked up the guitar and started actually writing real songs, he knew that I was serious. I wasn't just doing little dumb songs, I started really writing from the heart. And he plays in the band, so it's a blast.
So you actually travel with your dad?
Yeah, and my brothers. Yeah, we were actually on a reality show called The Next Great Family Band. That's a trip. And yeah, it's literally a family band.
Elizabeth is joyfully connected when you share your stories.
Yes, absolutely. Because I want to hear other people's stories. If I'm a fan, I'm a fan of so many musicians. I want to see who they actually are, and that's what I try to put out there.
If you look at a female musician that influenced you, what is a life that you go, I'd like to do it that way?
Bonnie Raitt. Without question. Because she has always done it her way. She's played her own music. And when I saw her about 3 years ago, she's on this massive stage and she's going, can you guys turn it up? Like, she was so normal. Can you guys turn up the bass and the piano, like, while she's in front of, like, thousands of people? I'm like, she's like a real musician on a bigger scale. It's fantastic.
I agree. I remember every time I've seen her live.
I was in tears. I just love her so much, and her career is so fantastic. I love, my dad was always a fan, and I love music from that generation. It's phenomenal.
It's wonderful. Well, we thank you so much for being here, and everybody see the video.
Thank you so much for having me, everybody.
Bless you. We always close our show the same way. Be safe, be kind, and remember you are loved. Bye, everybody.